What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. Today's video, we're gonna do a transformation. My guy has a nappy little grown out, kind of a messy fro. I thought he was gonna have it shaped up into a taper, but he walked in, he wanted to go back to waves. We're gonna cut it all the way down on top, do a nice high bald fade with some enhancements. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. All right, we're jumping right in with a 1.5 against the grain. We're gonna cut everything down nice and even, give us a nice canvas to start our fade on. Like I said, he's going back to waves, so I'm using this. We're gonna cut it down a decent amount. He didn't want to scalp all the way down to like a no guard. So we're gonna go to a 1.5 closed against the grain. I'm just gonna go in a lot of different directions. Make sure it's cut down all nice and even, and then we can work on the fade on the sides. Now moving on to the side, I'm going to come in with a 1 guard all the way open. I'm going to go ahead and connect to the length that we have on top. It's going to prepare this side for the fade. I'm not going to cut all the way down because we will be coming in and starting our ball guide line. But I want to make sure that my side is cut down and it's connected to the top and ready to do a fade. Now I'll come in with the slim lines. We're going to punch in our ball guide line. I'm going to go from the bottom of the vertical bar all the way around, straight around the back. This is a basic bald fade, just straight around, no drop or anything. We'll go ahead and bald it all the way out. Come in with our shaver underneath and get it down to skin, and then we can start our first step. First step will be done with the lever all the way open. We're gonna go up about 1 inch. You guys are gonna see as I go, I'm gonna adjust this. I didn't quite go high enough, so we will work this a little bit higher as we go. I'm gonna go ahead and make this guideline all the way back about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch. Then we'll start at the bottom with our slim lines. Because we punch the line in with the slim lines, we will start by scooping it out with the same trimmer that we put it in with. After that, we'll come in with the clipper all the way closed and we'll bump that line up just a little bit more. All that should be left above that is a line that will come out with the clipper halfway open, and we'll be done with this section. Now we're back to our 1 guard open. We know we did it open up into the ridge, into the top of the head. So I can come in with it closed now and try to blend into the one open. You guys can see that's gonna leave us a lot of area in between the one closed and the open section. So I am gonna adjust that as we go. You can see we kind of have a heavy dark line. But now I'm basically fading down, so we have the 1 guard closed into the 1 guard open. Now we'll come in with the half guard and start to work that line out. And like I said, I will come in with the open clipper and take that a little bit higher just to make this fade fit the side of the head. Right there, I just used the 1 guard closed to clean up a few spots that were left behind by the half guard. Now we're coming in with the lever open again, and I'm just gonna raise this bottom section up slightly to make it fit the side of the fade. Then we can move on to the back. Moving Moving on to the back, I'm going to show you guys how to fade down. On this texture, it's actually easier for me to fade down. So we're going to start with our highest guard, the 1 guard all the way open. We're going to blend into the 1.5 on top, just like we did on the sides. But instead of starting at our bald line, we're going to go ahead and fade down from here. So now the clipper's closed, and again, we're blending into the guard above it. So we have it closed and we're flicking in to the 1 open. Now we have our half guard half open, and I'm going to blend into the 1 closed, and we're just working our way down slightly every time we switch guards. And again, I had to come back to the 1 closed just to clean up a couple dark spots, and that's okay, guys. You're not going to do this perfect every time, but fading down on this texture is a little bit easier. So now we'll come in with the lever all the way open, and we're just blending right into that half guard that we did above that. Now we'll come in with the lever halfway open and blend into the open clipper above that, and all that we'll have left is the closed clipper line underneath that, and then if we need the trimmer, we can come in at the very bottom and use the trimmer. So you guys can see we faded our way down, much easier, much quicker. The only problem is you can get lost if you don't know what you're doing, so make sure you pay attention, you know where you're at with which guard. You just take the next shortest guard up into that length. Work your way down, and you guys can see it's coming together. We have a little hint of a line at the bottom. We'll use our trimmer to blend it out. Then guys, if we want, we can polish, we can come through with those guards and touch this up if we feel like we need to. But you guys can see it turned out pretty nice and was much quicker fading from top to bottom than doing our guidelines and working our way up. Now we're gonna come in and tackle the front hairline. I'm gonna spray with some hairspray. I'll brush it down with my fade brush. We're gonna let that dry for a second, then we'll come in and start our lineup. I'm going to work from the middle to each side. We're just going to try to make this as straight as possible while cutting off as little as possible. So we don't want to push it back. We're just going to make it nice and sharp. You guys see we'll work it all the way over to the left, get that vertical bar in place, then we can work it over to the right. And the whole time you want to be standing in front. Obviously right now I am to the left, staying out of the camera, but I will turn him forward, facing me, double check that line from the front and make sure that it's straight. And then now I'll work that over to the other side. We're just gonna make sure that it's symmetrical and go straight across. Then we'll make sure our vertical bars are right, and we can come in and do some enhancements, and we'll be done with this cut. Alright, so we're using the Tomb 45 No Drip Onyx Black. This is my enhancement card. If you guys don't have one, head over to Seancutshair.com and grab you one. If you do enhancements, I promise I won't let you down. And this is the Beam Team XL compressor, of course. You guys can see we use the long part of the enhancement card for the top line. We can use the shorter side for the vertical bar. It's gonna give us a nice perfect line, enhanced all the way across. We'll come in and do some razor work. You guys can check this thing out. Now we're gonna come in with our Tomb 45 triple cartridge razor. This is the fully exposed blade. I am gonna dry shave him, guys. We've already used the trimmer on his forehead. There's no hair left. So I'm just gonna dry shave it, get this line nice and sharp. I apologize, the other side of the head I had turned the wrong way and the camera wasn't focused. So this is all we got. But guys, we're just gonna take the razor, stretch the skin, pull our line nice and sharp, and just get that razored all the way down and sharp. And you guys can check out this end result. Alright, there he is before, guys. Like I said, I thought he was just going to come in and get a taper. Would have been a pretty cool cut with some curls on top with the taper, but he decided he wanted to go back to waves. And there you go, guys. Nice high-balled fade with enhancements on the front. Hope you guys enjoyed this cut. If you liked it, smash that like button. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Make sure you guys subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you guys next time.